So your first card is for you to stop worrying. It's a bit more grounded kind of message. Might be something more, you know, wisdom. The head over the heart. The head to the heart. And the head is, the wisdom of the mind is taking priority this month. That's what the wisdom is about. And so the first card for you guys is to stop worrying. Worry energy doesn't do anything good. It just doesn't do anything good. If anything, it hinders the good stuff that does want to come in. And then at the same time, so they want to say that to you just overall about worry energy. For those of you that are worrying about things, worry energy is not beneficial or helpful in any way, but they're also wanting to let you guys know that your worry is unnecessary. It's not necessary. It's not necessary anyway, but this card is showing up in your reading to say it's really not necessary. So the worry energy is pulling energy away from focusing on what you do want. Does that make sense? Any energy that you spend in worry is energy that could be used towards what it is that you're wanting. Focus your thoughts on the outcome that you desire. Release any feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Release that to your angels. If it feels like that maybe, okay, for some of you there might be some things that you feel like you need to worry about. There's something about worry energy that is having some of you feel like, well, if you didn't worry about it, then no solutions could come, or somehow some of you may be feeling like you need to continue, you feel like you need to continue focusing on this situation because to you it feels like it needs some kind of that you have to come up with some kind of solution to it. And the worrying feels to you like you need to be focused on this because it's a situation that needs your attention, kind of thing. And so they're saying that the worry energy you can hand over to the angels, and they're asking you, or just surrender it, you know, drop the suitcase that has the, you know, put the worry in the suitcase and drop it. And when you focus on the outcome that you're wanting from, okay, so while you're trying to come up with a solution to something, imagine that the solution has come. Whatever it is, it's already come. And now what does this look like on the other side of it? So it's not as if you have to come up with the solution. Imagine it's already come and fixed everything, and now you're on the other side of it. And they're saying that's where they want you to focus. When you do, the solution can arise. It's so interesting what they're having me do with my hands. It's like the situation is here, and you're here looking at it, worrying, trying to figure it out. And Spirit is saying, come over here and focus on the other side of it. It's already been resolved. Now what? Now what does life look like? And live your life from that space. And as soon as you do, this kind of sprouts up and the solution appears, and you know exactly what to do. You got that card too. You got that card that you know exactly what to do. Here she is. You know exactly what to do. You will know what to do when you stop trying to figure it out. How wonderful is that design, you guys? Right? We rack our brain, we're trying to figure it out, we worry about things, you know, maybe where's the money going to come from? It looks like money is coming up a bit. Money comes up a little bit, but also just generally speaking, like where is that going to come from, or how am I going to accomplish this? Those kinds of worrying about things, where things are going to come from, so that you can have a happy, fulfilling life. And the beautiful thing, the way in the design of the universe is that if you can surrender that part in your co-creating with spirit, just let it go and imagine it's already done. Now what? Just by doing that, then the solution shows up and then you know what to do. So the worrying is unnecessary. Focus on the other side of it. Everything happens for a reason. This card usually comes up to say that the situation or the challenge that you might be going through is there for a reason. And the reason could be just this. The reason could be nothing more than giving you an opportunity to practice this little co-creative, energetic focus in how life works. That we humans can get caught up in the worry. We can get caught up in how things are or aren't working here in this earth plane. And so if for no other reason this situation may be coming up for you to increase your awareness to how sort of the universe works in terms of moving your focus beyond the quote problem, so that the solution can come up. I love that. Let's see, it could also be, let's see, they're asking you to release regret again. Was that over in this one? Regret. You're getting 2 cards talking about regret. 2 cards saying release regret. Release feelings of regret. Embrace opportunities for happiness. Look over on the other side and embrace that opportunities. Search for the silver lining. Look for it. But you have, this one also says release feelings of regret. So release regret, the regret, and release the feelings of the regret. So the regret itself might be mental. The feelings would be heart. So we have mind and heart. This is a big theme in December. Wisdom being priority over the heart. The wisdom helping to manage the emotions of the heart. So releasing regret will help to release feelings of regret, guilt, and the worry by releasing this. So 2 cards talking about that, you guys. Embrace the opportunities for happiness, partly by searching for the silver lining. Look for the silver lining. You don't have to go through the situation alone. There are people who can help you with something. Help is nearby, they're saying. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. 3 of your first cards talking about not worrying, letting go of regret. Look for the silver lining and focus on what's on the other side of what appears to you to be a challenge, so that spirit can work its magic and show you the solution that you're not able to see because you're trapped in worry and regret. Regrets, regrets can be hard, right? Because there typically means that something happened in the past that you wish you'd have done something differently, or you regret typically feels like it's you feeling like you should have done something differently, or you should have done something that you didn't do. You did do something that you shouldn't have done, something. Regret. And it's in the past, and you know mentally that there's nothing you can do about that. Intellectually, you know that it's in the past. And yet, for some situations, depending on what the regret is about, if it was something that maybe you should have done, maybe you can do it now. You might have different circumstances, but maybe there's something you can do now that would just kind of take the edge off of that a little bit. Bring some solace to your soul about that. If it's something that you did do that you can't undo, then you might take an afternoon, take a moment to forgive yourself. You did the best you could. If it hurt someone else, you might apologize. If there's something that you can do about it today, even though it happened in the past, that might be something you want to do. That might be some way for you to release it. But you don't have to go through any current situation alone. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like some of you have some challenges, and worrying is not helping. You know, lean into some friends, and you also have, of course, the spirit realm. All these angels are with you. Meditation, your higher self, good friends. When you do this, so you basically have these 3 cards talking about you might be in a challenge, releasing regret, which can be big, but this is only the first very part of your reading. The way my readings go, a bit like a story, so it's as if you have taken this to heart at this point, very quickly. It's as if you've taken this to heart, and maybe you've taken some time to release the regret and realize there's nothing you can do about it, let it go. You know, maybe, you know, intend that you'll be more mindful. I mean, the world is changing so fast every day. We are changing so fast every day that you are most certainly not the same person that you were yesterday, much less years ago, whenever some situation may have happened that you're feeling regret over. You know, life has changed so much, just in the last couple of years especially. You know, it could be really good to let that go. So let the intellect kind of help you override some feelings that you might be carrying about that. Maybe talk to a really good friend. When you do that, your material needs get fulfilled. So the things that you might be worried about, this is the card that's coming up to say solutions will appear now. Things will show up for you in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. People would just miraculously handing you things. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. So it's as if the solution you were wanting, like, so this is the card that is speaking to the idea that the irony, right? That when you stop focusing on it, on the situation, and focus instead on the other side of it, that this does appear just like magically. So if maybe you're worried about money, money will just appear for you when you are more focused on what's on the other side and the joy that you'll have once it's resolved. And then it gets resolved in magical ways. It's just so cool how that works, right? There's so much to be grateful for. So this is giving and receiving with a grateful heart. And right next to it is that there's so much to be grateful for. So it's as if this thing you're worrying about will resolve itself and affect your life in really big ways. It's almost as if, to the same extent that your worry might be here, then when you if your worry energy is here and you let it go, then the grateful energy that you'll feel from the magical things that appear for you will also be at the same level, is what this one is saying. Financial success. So yeah, this is where I was getting the money, I guess, and the promise of retirement. So some of you may be worried about retirement. You know, there's no need to worry about retirement. Imagine where you would like to retire. Where would you like to retire? What's it like there? What's your life like on a daily basis? Make it great. You know, focus on the way you want it. Make it great. And then things will just appear for you magically and unexpectedly. So get excited about that when you look at the other side where it's exciting, where you want to be. And live your life as if that's coming. That's how it's gonna be. Now what? You know? That's what they're inviting you to do. When you do this too, it's like some powerful psychic insights will be coming for you when you get to the other side and sort of see how this works. These psychic insights, what they're saying is that there'll be this higher awareness. Some of you get this already, like we know how it works, but as humans sometimes we forget. It's easy to get caught up in the drama of life and the story of our lives here as humans. So just because you're a human being, that it's easy to get caught up in worry. And so it's like the powerful psychic insights that are coming in are just that, the higher awareness of sort of how this works. That when you focus beyond the challenge to the solution having already worked out, that then the solution comes. This is the insights that they're saying that you will not only be knowing intellectually, but fully embodying and understanding in December. You know exactly what to do. You know that you want to focus on the other side of it. But then watch the magic. Watch the magical things that appear when you do that. Making choices from your heart. So we have heart, mind, and soul right here. Heart, mind, and soul. That feels like, you guys, this sort of heart, mind, and soul, so it feels like it comes up a lot for you guys. That's essentially what they're saying. You know what to do, make choices from your heart. In other words, what are you, when you focus on what you're wanting on the other side? They're focusing on what you're wanting on the other side, to make sure that it lights you up, that you're not so much focusing on settling. Okay, they're saying don't settle, especially in your imagination of what you're wanting. You don't have to settle. Whatever you would like to accomplish, what's on the other sides. For some of you, it looks like, for some of you, the message is about retirement. For some of you, it's about money and financial success. Maybe you have children and you're trying to raise a family, and you know, some might be in college. Like, it's expensive, right? Some of you might have daycare. It's expensive. So there could be worries around money and retirement that also, you know, connected to money, daycare, college, all these things. Feels like to you that it feels like, yeah, we need money for that. But so you know exactly what to do. The thing to do is to get excited about, imagine the money's already here, and don't settle for what you're imagining. Imagine exactly what your heart would love to see. Powerful psychic insights in meditation for you guys in December. They're saying it's really important to make sure that your work is fun. This one's coming up here in your sort of your final row. Make sure that work is fun for you, and don't ever give up on what you're wanting. Don't give up. This one is also, so these two are kind of coming up like this underneath these three, heart, mind, and soul. Let it be fun. And don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on what you're wanting. If I can talk. And the balancing act. So it might feel like, so some of you might feel like you have a lot going on. If you have children in daycare and children in college and work and a marriage and friends, and you know, life can get hectic. Let it be fun. So again, just sort of focusing, making choices on a regular basis, every little choice, every little and big choice, letting it come from your heart space and what you're really wanting. And don't give up. Now your final three cards are, we have Unfinished Symphony. Don't give up, because they're saying that you have, there's you're unfinished, that your life is not, there's a lot you're going to accomplish. There's a lot of your life ahead of you. We get a new life. Look at Jesus, like stretching. This new life, sort of on the other side of the challenge, is what they're saying. This new life is about the life that you're envisioning on the other side of the challenge. It's a new life. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. And this one also, this Unfinished Symphony, it's a bit like it's part of your destiny. It is your destiny. What's in your heart space? What are you wanting? What do you envision on the other side? Don't give up. Stay focused on what you're wanting. You know, let your heart be excited about it. And don't give up. Go the distance as your final card. Go the distance with what you're really, really wanting. And at any time, okay, anytime as you're not giving up and working towards what it is that you're wanting. So step one, envision it, be there, imagine that any challenge that might be in the way gets resolved. And what this is saying is, what they're saying is, to do that might come up more than once. So you might, okay, so it's as if the algorithm of it, I'm smiling because this has come up in other readings as well for December. The word algorithm. It's like a step by step. So you know, for step one, stop the worrying, understanding that it's not helping you. It's pulling energy away that could be better served towards what you're wanting. Step two, focus on the other side of the challenge. By focusing on the other side of the challenge, which is what lights you up and how you really want things to go, once this challenge is overcome, without you having to figure it out, just imagine it's overcome. What are you wanting? And then witness the magic of having these solutions either show up so that you know what to do, you know what steps to take, or money will just come from somewhere, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. So someone may just offer you something that helps, you know. You might have a neighbor that you know, would love to watch your children rather than daycare. Something like that, where the situation that you have actually, in that instance, may not even require money. Does that make sense? So you may be in this, okay, so you have children and you need to get them into daycare so that you can go to work. You're thinking that's going to require a lot of money that you don't have in your mind. And so you worry, how am I going to get this money? Then your focus goes to how am I going to get the money so I can get the kids covered, so I can go to work and make money. Only to find out that as you imagine that's been resolved. You just imagine that it's been resolved, and now you go to work knowing that your children are taken care of in a very loving situation. It's the best of the best, right? Your kids are happy, whoever's taking care of them is happy, and you're happy going to work. And as soon as you start focusing on that, in very short order, something will happen that will resolve that issue for you. So for example, somebody calls you or shows up, or a neighbor comes, or you find out that somebody knows somebody that loves watching children and they don't need to be paid because, or all that they would like is some other kind of offering that you can do, and so the problem gets resolved without money. And all that time you might have been worried about money. And so this is why they're saying, you don't want to focus on the situation, on the challenge, because that can get resolved when you focus on the other side. All right, that process, that algorithm, step one, step two, step three, may happen more than once, is what they're saying. So look for that. So higher awareness of looking for that, and by repeating that over and over in any situation that might cause you to sort of, quote, worry, keep going. Just go the distance. You've got a lot to accomplish in this new life, that as you follow that algorithm, anytime there's a challenge, it just starts very quickly to just sort of create a new life for you. And there's a lot of life in front of you and your destiny. There's a lot there. So keep going. Let it be fun, you guys. Balance and let it be fun. Look for the silver lining. Let it be fun. Look for the silver lining. And go the distance.